guys, I'm back with my what's in my purse video, and it's really more of a how I organize my purse video, which of course I'll have to show you what's in it, but I'm a person who tends to change purses not that often, but definitely seasonally, if not like 2 times a season maybe. I don't know. And I don't like to have to just like have things floating around my purse and then dump them into another purse. I like to have them contained in things that I can just keep everything neat and then put the different containers I keep in the bag in the different bags. So I only end up having a few things in my bag, and it makes it much easier to A, find things, and B, change purses. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've got. So it's winter. Winter to me is black purse season. This is so weird. I'm not like a fashion, fast forward fashion, whatever the word is. I'm just not very fashion savvy, but I just think of black in winter. I don't know. Brown spring and fall, and beige and white summer. For handbags at least, that's what I generally do. So this is my handbag that I've been carrying around for winter. And this is Louis Vuitton. It's a bowling Montaigne PM, if you wanted to know, in the color noir, which is French for black. It's a beautiful bag. It was a gift from my husband last Christmas, and I love it. The only thing I don't love about it is that it's a handle bag, which means it does, I mean, if I'm not wearing a coat, I could fit it on my shoulder, but in the winter, obviously, living in the Midwest, I have to wear a coat, so I usually carry it like this. And if I'm going to be out shopping all day, or just like running around like a crazy person at the grocery store and Target and stuff, I don't really want to have to like carry this on my arm because it's not light. I mean, I don't know any woman who has a light handbag really. But, so I do kind of swap out that bag with this backpack by Longchamp. I don't know what the like name of the backpack is, but it's by Longchamp. It's leather. It's very nice. And this is just very convenient for me in winter when I have a big bulky coat on and I know I'm going to be like shopping for a while or like just at the grocery store or something. I use this and I just take the components in the inside of my other bag and put them in here. Now I can't fit everything that I can fit in here, but this I can fit my necessities, and I will show you all of that. But I just find this is easier. I use this when I'm going out somewhere nicer to dinner or like out to lunch with my mom or something. It's a nicer looking bag. This isn't ugly by any means. It's just more practical. So let's get started. I realized I look really washed out. I decided to wait until dusk to shoot this video for some reason, so my lighting isn't great, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see because this bag is black on the inside too. It's very dark, but I'll just kind of show you what the inside looks like. I have no idea. There. So if you take my wallet out, you can kind of see a little bit better. And I'll go through all the components. So I have my wallet, which is also, this bag is part of the Epi Leather collection at Louis Vuitton. This is also part of the Epi Leather collection. My husband got me the matching wallet to go with the bag because he's just that cute. It looks like this, and I believe it's the Joey wallet. I love this size wallet. I have this size wallet in the monogram as well, and it holds everything really nice. Holds all my like, there was our picture, pretty cute, money, blah blah blah. You get it. It's a nice wallet. I love it. Highly recommend it. It's this kind of leather is just so, I mean, it's really nice leather, but it's also really resilient. And I was surprised because I thought such a, you know, expensive handbag I'd have to be very, very delicate with. And I'm kind of a big klutz and tend to drop things and whatnot. And it's really stood up very well. I mean, I've only had it for a year, but still. Okay, so there's that. So that kind of floats around on top of my other components because that's the thing I reach in for my handbag most of the time. So yes. So that's that. And then I always carry around like a reusable shopping bag. This one's by Kiva. I believe it was a stocking present for my mother-in-law a couple years ago. And this comes in really handy. I actually use this a bunch. So you see, it turns into a long-handled shopper. And I actually put this into my carry-on backpack, and I do have a video on what I pack in my carry-on if you're interested. I'll link that below. I do travel with this as well. I travel with a lot of my purse components, and I just put them in my carry-on. You know, I remove whatever liquids and gels and put those in a separate quart-size plastic baggie, like you have to in this country. But that way, because I don't like to carry a purse on the plane, I just like to have my carry-on. That way, when I get to my destination and I unpack my purse, I can just throw all these components in, so it works out. Then I always have a package of tissues. These ones say, "Our family, a few nuts short of a party mix." Isn't that so true? Love you guys. Then let's see. I have a lot of gift cards, like store membership cards and store credit cards that I got suckered into getting, you know. And they bulk up your wallet, and to be honest, I can't fit all of them in that particular wallet. So that's why I have this. This is just a little like extra. You could probably use it to carry business cards as well, but I use it for, you know, my Ulta card, Victoria's Secret, Barnes & Noble, J. Crew, blah, blah, blah. This goes on. And then in the back, Costco, REI, Staples, and then some gift cards. And that way it keeps everything contained in one place. And I know exactly what's in here and what's in my wallet. So I know what to reach for. And of course I have my car keys. And this, I got a Glitzy Glam. It's a cute little thing. And if I'm just running around with my keys, I like this because it, you know, goes on your wrist. But I only keep my car keys on here. I don't keep my house keys on here because sometimes I do end up going to places where I have to valet my car. And I just like having my house keys separate. Let's see, I have my health insurance card on here, a Starbucks card, and a Swiss Army knife that I actually got in Switzerland when I was between my freshman and sophomore year of college. And I love this. I love this. This comes in so handy. I've used this countless times, and I'm so bummed that you're not allowed to take this on the airplane anymore. But honestly, I don't go very many places where I take my car keys with me, because usually either my husband drives us to the airport in his car, or you know, we have a service come get us, like a car. So I don't end up having to take the travel with this. But I don't like to keep a lot of you know, card things on my keychain, and I'll show you how I deal with that because I have a lot of those. So that usually, in my other purses, actually in all my other purses, there's a little like D-ring that on the side of the purse where you can like clip your keys in, and I do find that very useful. But this one doesn't, so they just kind of rest on the bottom. But I'm very lucky to have a car that you don't need to put the key into the ignition. Keys just have to be like in the car, so it doesn't really matter if I can get to them easily or not. Then, let's see, so this goes from bag to bag. Most of those things I showed you already do as well. This is what I call my walking pharmacy, and I'm going to do a separate video on this because there is a lot of stuff in here. I am one of those people who just feels the need to be prepared for any situation, and to be honest, this is a little excessive, and I probably could cut things out, and I've sat down like once a month for the past like few years that I've been carrying this around, trying to like whittle it down, and I usually end up adding things to it instead of subtracting things, but this is essential. I travel with this. It goes in any purse I'm carrying, unless it's an evening bag, and I'm thinking I might do like an evening bag video. If that would be interesting, let me know, because that changes everything. Because usually my evening bags are like this size, so this wouldn't fit in there. So I'll do a separate video on that. Then, so in this bag, like I showed you, it's a little bit bigger. This is about the biggest handbag I've got. I've got a couple that are this size, and a couple that are slightly bigger, and a few that are slightly smaller. So depending on the size of the handbag, I may or may not have this in here. This is not essential stuff. This is a little Vera Bradley. I love owls. I don't know if you guys have watched my other videos, you probably figured that out. But this has some owls on it. I don't know what the name of the print is. It was old. And this just has sort of like extra stuff that, again, I don't want stuff floating around my bag. I never have stuff just like stuffed in there. Everything has a place, organized. So like this doesn't fit in the backpack right now with all those other things, but it's okay because it's not essential. And I'll show you what's in here. And this kind of tends to change. So let's see. I have a Lily Pulitzer Stuck on You sticky notepad. I have one of these in my car too. You know, like in the center console. And I have a little pencil. Isn't that cute? So that's just convenient. Sometimes I think of things and maybe I'm not, like lately I type things on my phone, but if I want to like give somebody a note or something, that comes in handy. I honestly don't use it that often. I have an extra pair of headphones because I keep a lot of music on my iPhone. I can't keep all my music on my iPhone because I have too much music, but I do listen to my iPhone as an iPod sometimes. I do have like a classic iPod that fits my entire collection. And then I have lots of candy. Tic Tacs, mini elf toys, Sixlets. I don't know if you guys remember these, but I used to love these when I was like 6, and I just saw them at Target in the fall, like a bag of these. And I was like, oh, it was like a blast from the past, so I had to get those. And sometimes I just need a little sweet pick-me-up so I don't go and buy like a big cookie at Starbucks or something. And then here's a mini Luna bar. These are also good if you don't want to buy a big cookie or cupcake somewhere. Hair tie, some mints, some more mints, and then this is what I was talking about, what I do with all of my like keychain size cards for stores. I put them on a key ring, and that's the only thing on this key ring. And honestly, I don't mind that that's in my not necessary to carry around bag, because most stores you can just tell them your phone number or your email and they can find it. So that's what I do, and I have a lot. I mean, I have a lot. So this cut down a lot. I used to carry them on my keychain, but you know, with my car keys, but this is just so much easier. I'm sorry. You can totally hear my dog munching on her bone in the background, and I'm sorry if it's kind of like a gross noise, but that's what it is. She's munching on a bone. She's very happy about it, if you were wondering. This I do carry in any bag that I have. This is this little plastic zipper pouch that I got at the Container Store, of course, that I keep coupons in. I'm not a big coupon person, but sometimes there are really good coupons that you just have to have. And I just will forget them if I have them at home. I'll never remember to bring them with me, so I just always bring them with me. And you can see there's not a lot in here. This isn't heavy. And this just keeps them, you know, from getting dirty and scrunchy, and keeps them in one place instead of scattered around my purse or stuffed in my wallet. And the last thing I have in the main part is my little mini makeup case. This is my kind of travel, not really travel makeup, but my little makeup kit for on the go. And you can see it's also part of, this is from MAC Hello Kitty. That was a few years ago, a couple years ago. This is like the little baby version. It's so cute. How cute is this? Oh, sorry, I got a text. And I'll show you what's in here really fast. This is what if you guys watch my What's in My Vanity makeup organization video, or whatever I called it, I did show like a little case where I keep all my sample size stuff. This is where that stuff comes to play, because I get a lot of samples. So what do I have in here? I have, this is the MAC Select Cover Up in NW20 for spot checks on the go. There is a little, this is a C.O. Bigelow Menthol Lip Shine in Pink Mint, and it's just like a nice shimmery, moisturizing, mintifying lip gloss. And I also have this little Bobbi Brown lip gloss for something a little brighter. This is really just frosty. I have this Winnie, she's like hacking up along. I have this cute little lipstick, How Terribly Cute, from Benefit. It's called Lady's Choice. Lana is the shade, like that. Very cute. It's very neutral. It's a good, and if I want to put lipstick on, I don't have it on, and I can just layer one of those glosses on top of it. I mean, I can basically make a whole face out of this one little, do my whole face of makeup out of this one little thing. Here's another little Benefit product. It's called RSVP. It's a creaseless cream shadow. Like that. Very pretty. It could be a pretty base, pretty highlight color. And then I have these two Stila, is it Styla or Stila? I never know. eyeshadow trios. And this one is in Gilded. Oh, sorry about the glare. And it's just a this is sort of like a more nighttime sort of glittery, you know, neutral, smoky eye look. And this one is in Ethereal. And it's sort of a pinky purple, silvery, more of a day, softer look. And I mean, this is just really simple, to do simple makeup, but a full face almost, except for powder. And I had this tiny little MAC brush that came in one of the Tarte & Tail eyeshadow things that I got for Christmas. How cute, that tiny little brush. And then this is one of my favorite mascaras. This is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes in sample size. That's what it looks like. Voila. Perfect size for on the go. And then I have an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Whiskey. Stay Don't Stray by Benefit. That's, you know, to keep your concealer in place, or you can use it for like spot checks, or also as a eye primer, an eyeshadow primer. Posy Tint by Benefit is, you know, like a liquid blush that you just put on. You can also use it on your lips as like a lip stain. I have a very small Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is to help against creasing as a, you know, a eyeshadow primer. That one I like a lot. And then I have this little eyebrow brush comb thing from Ulta. And I actually have one of these in my walking pharmacy bag too. But I find I have very bushy eyebrows and they get a little unruly sometimes, and I forget all the time to like groom them, so on the go. And then this is one of my favorite, very mild, soft daytime perfumes that really is good for any day, by Philosophy, called Unconditional Love. And it's a nice size, so that's what's in that. And that's basically what I carry in the main part of my bag. And now this bag has a couple of pockets. Some Louis Vuittons do not have any pockets, which is why I like having my little like container system. But this one does. So let's see, in the side I have my iPhone. It does not live in my purse all the time, but yes, some gum. My favorite kind of gum is Stride. I have a lot of lip products, I'm realizing, but I'm always putting something on my lips. I love this stuff. This is the C.O. Bigelow Lemon and Pomegranate Lip Cream. It is so yummy, and it has a bit of a sparkly, kind of a very light pink sheen to it, but it is delicious smelling. It's really dry here in the winter, so I have this Neosporin Lip Health Daily Hydration Therapy, and has SPF 20. So that's like, it's almost like Vaseline really. And then I always carry little soft lips, although I use these more in the summer because they're really not very effective here in the winter. And this one's in Honeydew, and I love it when they have their special flavors. And then I have a nail file in a case. Comes in handy. I have a nail file in my walking pharmacy as well, but you can never have too many nail files, really, especially when you're a big klutz like me. Oh, here are my house keys, and usually I'll keep these in my like little extra case, but since I've been changing purses back and forth with my backpack, I keep these kind of on the side compartment. And this is cute. It's my Aunt Julie gave this to me, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Sorry, Julie, if I'm messing this up, but it's a little Shih Tzu. See? Can you see it? Little Shih Tzu, and it says Best in Show and Top Dog, and I love my dog. Very good. And then, oh, well, there's one more thing in here, and that is the lipstick I'm wearing today, which is by MAC. It's a luster lipstick in Patisserie, if you speak French, and it looks like that. Very kind of a neutral, a dark neutral shade. And that's it. Now, you might notice I don't keep my sunglasses in my bag. And that's because I change my sunglasses depending on what coat I'm wearing. So in the summer, I have two pairs that I rotate between, at least, I mean in the summer. In the winter, I have two pairs that I rotate between, at least right now. As of recent, these are my latest glasses for this year. These are by Oakley. They look like this. And they're dangerous. I don't know. And voila. They're very covering. It's good for snow. I can't use polarized glasses because of the special thing I have in my car, so I never buy the polarized ones anymore. But these are good with all the snow we get because they're very dark and they go all the way around. And then these are by Tory Burch. And they're basically the same glasses in brown, but they kind of look black on the screen. Yeah, they kind of look the same. So I kind of wear the same kind of glasses in the winter, big ones. But I have a very narrow kind of like long face, and I do not look good in those really big ones. I look like an alien. So I will grab whichever pair depending if I'm wearing a brown coat or my dark blue coat or a black coat. I have a lot of coats because there's a lot of different weather situations here where you're going to need something different. And then I'll throw them in the bag. And I never bring the hard cases with me unless I'm traveling, unless they're in my carry-on or in my suitcase. That's the only time I travel with my hard cases because they're big and they're heavy, and really they're fine in these soft cases. So that's it. That's how I organize my bag. Stay tuned for a what's in my walking pharmacy bag. Very exciting. My essential take with me kit. And I hope you guys are staying warm if you live somewhere cold, and that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. I will be back to my organizing videos very soon. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so this is what I carry in my purse with me everywhere I go. Really fits well in this bag, don't you think? It's the best accessory ever. No, I'm just kidding. She's probably like, get me out of this bag, Mom. You torture my baby, I do. But Winnie had to be featured again because she was so excited to be featured last time. And she's back. See, I am cute. I really don't carry my dog around my purse. I do have a different dog carrier that kind of looks like a really big purse, but no, I don't carry it around in this bag. It's way too small and uncomfortable, and I wouldn't be able to fit anything else in it. But yes, you are pretty. You're prettier than all my handbags. Yes, you are. You're the prettiest.